And we're back. I want to introduce you to Holland Perryman, who's the student intern here at the Conroy Center. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. But you've been here as an intern for a couple of years, I understand.
Yes, ma'am. I got an interview here through a member of our church, Stephanie Austin Edwards, and it has been an amazing experience ever since.
Well, we have something special to talk about. There's an upcoming event.
Yes, we do. The Lowcountry Book Club Convention. We're very excited.
And it's the 4th annual one.
It is the 4th annual one. When our executive director, Jonathan Haupt, began to tour to talk about Pat Conroy's books, he met all sorts of book club members and was inspired to create the convention. We've had this convention for 4 years now, and it's a great opportunity for book clubs and book club members to come together and learn about how to enrich their reading experiences and improve the conversations that books open up for us. It also allows members of the convention to share their own stories and their own experiences from book clubs and books that they have read. And of course, for anyone who is interested in starting or joining a book club, it's a great place to learn about how to do that. So
it's perfect. So how do we envision this day? Because we have the COVID.
We do.
And so how are we going to put this event in place?
We are very excited to be partnering with SCE-TV to live stream our convention from the SCE-TV Lowcountry studio right here in Beaufort, South Carolina. We will be on the same award-winning set as ETV's author interview show, By the River. There will be a small in-person audience, masked and socially distanced, and some of our instructors will join us in person to present their workshops or their discussions, and others will join us remotely. All of our participants will get to experience the event from the safety and the comfort of their own homes. And that's allowed us to open up not just this event, but lots of our events to an even wider audience, which we are absolutely thrilled about.
That's sort of the positive thing about this COVID, if there's anything that could be, is that people
Absolutely.
Who we never touch or hear from are now finding us. And I think that's really extraordinary.
Yes, it's been very exciting for us. We've had all sorts of people pop in for our workshops or our discussions, and we are just so excited that more people, we can reach them. We will also be partnering with Nevermore Books again this year to make our instructors' books available for sale both in person and online at nevermorebooks.com.
Terrific. All right, so the event is September 12th.
Yes.
And our lineup, who's going to be joining us?
Yes, we have 3 workshops or discussions throughout the day. Our first one is going to begin at 10:30 and will last until 12. And it's going to be led by Ruthie Landis, author of Beyond the Book Club, We Are the Books We Must Read. Her book focuses on self-discovery and tackles conversations about awareness, compassion, loneliness, and self-love. I think these topics are particularly important in this day and age because many of us are more isolated than we've ever been. So she will be discussing that, and she will also be discussing Pat Conroy's teaching memoir, The Water is Wide, to show examples of how to use some of the techniques from her workshop.
How interesting.
Yes.
I like that. I mean, at this time, like you said, having an author come to us with all the feelings and opening up discussions, I think that's
Yes.
very important.
I'm very excited to hear everything she has to say.
I think so.
Yes.
Well, who else is going to join us?
So the next person will be Wiley Cash. His workshop and discussion will begin at 1 o'clock. He's a New York Times bestselling author from North Carolina and the recipient of the 2019 Pat Conroy Legacy Award. He will be discussing his Open Canon Book Club, which he began online in 2018 to lift up voices from the literary community that readers might not have otherwise found. He will be in conversation with 3 writers he has championed through his Open Canon Book Club: memoirist Lori Horvitz, author of The Girls of Unusually, writer Crystal Hannah Kim, author of If You Leave Me, and also writer Silas House, author of Southernmost. And the last event of the day is going to be terrific. It's going to begin at 3 o'clock and will be led by New York Times best-selling horror writer Grady Hendrix. He will be discussing his most recent book, A Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I know, which was inspired by his mother's book club. Don't know what they were up to, but that's going to be fabulous. And he'll also be discussing some of the oddities from the literary tradition of vampire fiction, including a novel entitled Blood Mist, which was set right here in Beaufort, South Carolina.
Oh my goodness, this is all Indigenous. I love this. This is really, everybody save the date for September 12th. Be sure to sign on. I think, what a great afternoon, a day to spend.
Absolutely, yes. So just to remind all of our viewers, it is going to be on September 12th and live streamed on the Conroy Center's Facebook page from 10:30 to 4. And all of the videos will be available after the fact on the YouTube channel as well.
Well, Holland, you were delightful. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so fun.
And success to the day.
Yes, thank you.
I want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. This is North of the Broad.